So, as we all know, I am building a custom engine PC thing in this MX5. And since the last video, I've been a little bit busy, so it didn't quite look like this. We had the main parts on, but I have cut the front off to have exposed cam gears. These aren't in properly yet, and I'm currently working on getting a cam belt. I'm also really trying to learn about PCs. If anyone can help, please do. It's got to go in here. I don't know what case I'm going to need, or if I'm just going to do like a wall mount thing, but I need to be able to remove it and then put it back in and cool it properly. And with this on, we're going to have less cooling from the top. So any help on that or any advice is extremely appreciated. Meanwhile, yeah, I'm doing the cam belt. So this whole watching the work, me doing work in the video business, hasn't really gone too well. I've done a lot. Come and have a look at this. Oh, also, welcome to the next video of building the gaming sim in the MX5. I should probably start with that, right? Whatever, no one cares. Come and have a look. So in here, I've been working on the prototype for the PC case. I fit a cam belt that I told you were going to watch and you didn't. The PC case is pretty much ready to go in here. I just need to make all of this wood out of metal. And before I do that, I need to learn to weld. So I've been starting to learn, and I've made a couple of things. I'll show you them here. Got myself this little gasless MIG. It's not the greatest thing in the world to learn with, apparently, but it's all I can afford, so it's gonna have to do. It holds stuff together, so it's a win. And this here is just some random clips of the things that I've been welding, the awful results that I've had on some of them, or even so, the final results. So I've made this little piston cup out of the piston that used to be a part of this engine here, which has been replaced, obviously, with the PC case. And I have made this lamp here out of a camshaft. And then as a result of doing that, I will eventually be able to at least weld well enough to make the case out of metal so that I can grind it down, paint it, and it'll look good. Because I need to be able to do everything myself. I don't want to pay anyone to do anything unless I absolutely have to. So if I can learn this skill, then that's great. Also, it'll be handy for doing the MX5 next door. Because, of course, the plan, you can't even see it. There's an MX5 in here that we had to, the plan is to get this thing restored and potentially put a V8 in there. If not, it is pretty much just a shell at this point with an engine in it. It's just a running shell, but it has no suspension or anything like that. So I might do a full rebuild series if you want to see that. I mean, let me know, because I'm more than happy to do it, and I'm thinking about trying to get it done for this summer so I can enjoy the convertible instead of this thing. I mean, the Abarth isn't bad, but it's got a roof on it, and I think in this lovely sunshine, I'm going to miss the convertible. So I'm going to get the air suspension sold off of this. I might sell the whole car, put the money into the PC for here, and do a full rebuild series on the MX5 next door as well. Anyway, that's enough of all of that. Back to this car. So we'll glide past the front of the car because we know where we're up to. But if we come inside the car, this part is near on as good as it can be for now. So it's all been carpeted, wood. We've got this little hatch that I've made under here. If I move that, that'd be handy. This hatch under here, and that will be for wire management and things like that. Back here, I plan on putting like old consoles, like PlayStation 2, stuff like that. I know it won't necessarily work properly with the sim wheel, but it would just be cool to have them. If we come around this side of the car, we can see everything that I've built in here. So you already have seen, we've got the Logitech steering wheel, some inverted mounted pedals under here so it feels like more like a real car, the gear shifter, and a new handbrake here as well. That is a Moser handbrake which I've mounted in there, and that is our first proper upgraded part ready for when the PC is done. This thing, getting in here, it kind of makes me miss driving the other Mazda as well, so I think my mind is set on building that one. But even still, just being able to play this sim in here, is going to be so much fun. Monitor, I don't keep here. That is at home because I don't want it to get damaged. I don't want to get too hot, cold, dusty, any of that stuff. When the PC's done, that will then be brought back so we can get it mounted correctly, properly, and then we can start playing some serious games. Oh, and I've also test fit the bonnet on here as well. And when the engine gets made, it's going to clear the bonnet by about 5mm and fit the case from the PC inside of it also by the same amount. That means that we're on very, very fine margins just to be able to get a PC that actually fits and is removable in the engine bay. Apologise that I haven't shown much actual work happening on this car in these videos. Just been working on trying to get the little bits and bobs done and recording them for TikTok as well. If you do want to see everything get done up to this point, check out my TikTok. My @ is just here on the screen, and you'll be able to see where and the ins and outs of everything I've already done. Well, from this point onwards on YouTube, I'm going to start showing the builds that we're doing here. So pretty much, as soon as the metal turns up, that'll be the start of the next video. I'll be able to use this thing, and we're going to try to weld. So if this is a build that you want to see come to life, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next week, because I'm going to be here every evening. So I'll see you next week, Saturday or probably Sunday next week, with as much progress as I can make. Hopefully the engine fully made from metal and ready to fit the PC case in there at the end of that video. So that'll be big updates, big progress, and we're nearly getting somewhere to the point where we can play this thing. All I really need is you know, some electric, because I use this leisure battery. It lasts about 5 minutes running that thing. With the other Mx5 in there as well, it'd be really nice to have a unit with electricity. But that's something that we're going to have to work towards, and for now we are just here doing what we can with what we've got. So even if we don't get to play it, we get to build it and we get to test it for half an hour just to see. And as soon as we can get the electric, we want to start streaming. So there's so much to come to this build, and I'll see you next week.